Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hello. Hello. Let's go ahead and check in planetary circumstance. What's happening? We got some things going on. Planetary circumstance for the people, please. Spirit, regarding those who generate their own light and energy and those who harvest and feed on it, that of others. Alrighty then. Could be the Empress. Yeah. Oh. Holy moly, we got some stuff going on. In the central energy. Two of Cups. In the challenge position, Knight of Wands. In the subconscious, someone's in regret over your victory. Public recognition. You got a good reputation. Recent past. Hermit. Intentions and expectations. Page of Wands. In the near future, Ten of Wands. Lenses being looked through. The Empress Star. Rejuvenation of the Empress. Faith in the Empress. There's healing being done by the Empress. Yeah. Hope is restored. Nurturing is happening. In the environment, we've got the Three of Cups. Hopes and fears. Queen of Wands. They could, you're very confident. And the outgoing energy. High Priestess. Standing up for herself. High Priestess Empress Star. Standing up for herself. And she's got the Two of Cups union here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. She's battle ready. She's fighting for it. She ain't gonna let it go. She's like, boff on freaking you nasty motherfucker. Get out of here. Two of Cups, partnership union. You're surviving, and that counts. Weathering the storm. In the challenge position, we've got the Knight of Wands. Pause. Not everything needs a reaction. You're no longer responding to Prince Charming. They're in regret. Six of Wands, victory, triumph. Life is absurd. Laugh about it. You're surviving. See, that's the thing about this world. You got the news and they're broadcasting all this nasty shit and everybody's like, oh, it's like, just stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. If they drop a bomb and we get exploded, okay, you know? But in the meantime, protect your energy and your mind. These people are dragging everybody mentally here and there with their little television sets. In the recent past, we got the Hermit. You stop comparing yourself. Page of Wands. Could be going on a new journey. You might be confident. Yeah, you're letting this stuff go. All this mental turmoil, you know, people get on and accuse and project and all of that. Just let it go. It's not your stuff, man. And there is a 10 of Wands burdens here. You're letting it go. You're not messing around with the mental effery. Like, go away, go away. Touch grass. So when there's too many burdens, when you're too burdened, touched grass. Ground yourself. Let go of the mental chatter. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, go to nature. Touch the grass. We've got the Star here, rejuvenation, healing, Empress, motherhood. So there could be a revitalization of the mother, setting boundaries. Three of Cups, celebration in the environment. You're no longer overthinking. You're letting it go. You're letting it go. No more mental madness. Your brain, stop overseeing. Your brain is replaying that embarrassing moment from 2012. Let it go. And that's the thing. You know, in our history, we've got these interferences that know our triggers and know our history, and they like to throw it in our face every once in a while just to see if we're going to respond to it. And, you know, I mean, 2012 was a long time ago. It should have been let go a long time ago. And perhaps you have let it go. Hopes and fears. We got the Queen of Wands is very confident. Somebody might be bothered by that. They can't get your brain to get stuck in the past. You know that everything is going to be okay. Maybe not perfect, but okay. Within imperfection is limitless potential. Anyway, you're going to try again. Failure is part of the map. Everything will be okay. The High Priestess is battle ready regarding this Ten of Pentacles, inheritance. Yeah. Because everything is weird and nobody knows what they're doing. The people that are in charge are projecting themselves through the televisions, telling stories, trying to drum up fear and panic in the hearts and minds of the people. It's like they don't know what they're doing. They're weird, man. They don't know what they're doing. They're reading a script, and the machines are going to power down. You will be fine. Take a break from the digital network system. Do less of this. Yeah, stop paying attention to the freaking disaster network broadcasting through the. Yeah, there's a restart happening. So be patient and know that you are enough. Oops. So yeah, do less of that. Take a break. You're fine. Okay, we're in a restart. Be patient. And you are enough. No, you are. You are enough, and you are safe. So today, this is the ones that have the light inside of them. Those golden ones that have this celestial light. So those weirdos that are, I guess, weirdos, those people who don't know what they're talking about. They've been reading a script and misguiding and misleading everybody, telling a lie, projecting it like it's the truth, messing with everybody's freaking emotions. And it's like, even machines need to power down. So this is the network that decided to drive the minds of the citizens of the collective. It's hard because I don't watch television. I don't read the news. I don't pay any attention to that. I don't want to live in their world. Letting it go. Because, it's not in my house. It's not in my house. I don't turn on the television. I don't let the energy in. I don't pay any attention to that. If somebody wants to be mean, I'm like, okay, well, we'll just block that because it's crazy how many people want to wrap up their emotional value in somebody else's story. It's odd. Sex addiction. You're surviving a sex addiction. It didn't get you. Knight of Wands. You're surviving those sex addicts. They didn't get your soul. It's a pause on the psycho. You stopped responding to the psycho. It's like, whatever, man. Crazy obsessed person. You're no longer responding. There's a pause on the psycho. They're in regret. They're failed. You got a Six of Wands. Public recognition. Life is absurd. You're kind of laughing at this. They're embarrassed because, they operate out of fear and you stopped being afraid. Getting readings. So we got the Hermit here. You stopped comparing yourself to other people on social media. It's like this storm that's being drummed up by the television, social media, whatever. And you're just like, wow, look at that, man. It's absurd. What are you going to do? Get emotionally invested? Wrap your consciousness up in this story that they were projecting onto you? You going to accept it as your life story? Or are you just going to make peace with yourself within your own environment? I mean, we manage our own environment, and, you know, the outside world wants to push war into our house. You stopped comparing yourself to mask wearers. They're out there, they got the perfect clothes, the perfect hair, the perfect story for their life, but it's all scripted, it's pretend. People have been trying to compare themselves to an illusion, and they've been getting wrapped up in it, and it's absurd. Flying monkey kind of crap. The Page of Wands is here, very confident, going on a new journey, letting this go. It just doesn't deserve attention. It's somebody else's story. Let them have their damn life, you know, go. The shocking news. You let it go. They're getting let go. They're not getting a marriage invitation. You're not married. You have no connections, relationships. When the Ten of Wands burden comes, you go outside, you touch the grass, you do the work to ground yourself. The internet will survive. You're going to go outside. Look at this. This is a jackass. Somebody's feeling like a jackass. Somebody had you heavily burdened. You're going outside. You're no longer paying attention to it. You turn the internet off. You're like, hey, I'm not gonna pay any attention to that. No thanks. The people on the internet are mask wearers. They're not real people. Literally, you will never meet these people that you're arguing with on the internet, most likely. It's crazy. Why give them your energy? You don't know them. They're trying to like drum up your emotional body so that they can say this and that and this and that. But you're the Star Empress. You're all four queens. A healer, a rejuvenator, a temperance angel. Very much in balance. You know exactly who you are and what belongs to you. Your peace is allowed to exist. You're fed up with this crap. Everybody's fed up with this crap. God is fed up with this crap. It's like, are you serious? Stay away from the Empress. Stay away from the Empress Star. God is fed up with these people coming in, trying to put their crap on the star. Your peace is allowed to exist. And this jackass, they're happiness haters. They're always coming in with their psychotic lunacy. That's all they offer is psycho lunacy. Project, 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 project. Onto the star. Onto the Empress. Onto the children. Onto everybody. They covered us in the blame and the shame of their own filth. And so they're getting cut out of the energy. They're irresponsible, See, the thing is that their energy is so foul that they've been throwing it at us and then saying it is us. So God's cutting them off. They cannot mess in our energy anymore. They got to be responsible for their own stuff. And if they don't like it, they're going to have to learn how to be happy. Life is absurd. Laugh a little. But they don't know how to do that. They want to project it onto you. They want to force you to carry their madness. And it's it. There's celebration here because there's no more overthinking. These people pushing in this stuff in our mental body and messing around with stuff. Stop overthinking. Your brain is replaying that embarrassing moment from 2012. Let it go. You let it go. You let go of the fact that, what? Somebody else wanted you? Maybe somebody else is overthinking about the fact that they let you go. They left you hanging. Queen of Wands is very confident, knowing everything will be okay. Maybe not perfect, but okay. And there is try again. Failure is part of the map. Every success story is preceded by many failures. And those people who are not willing to do the work, to fall, to get up, to fail, to try again. Pray, faith, healing, meditation. You're going to try again. Failure is part of the map. You're connected to Source, and you are going to try again. The High Priestess is battle ready when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles. She, and the wealth, and the fortune, and the family tradition, and the security of the territory, and everybody in it. This jackass is heavily burdened because you stayed grounded. These people don't know what they're doing. They got worms in the back of their heads. There's these, it's like an organic nanobot. It's like metal fused with organic material. It's like a synthetic organic worm, and it's like, apparently it's in the back of the head, and it's driving these people. They don't know what they're doing. It's like they're reading a script or being fed a line by a puppet master, and they don't really know what they're doing, you know. So the machines are going to power down because whatever is in the back of their head that's receiving the information, the script that they're reading is it's going to be shut down. Yeah. They're side hustling loose off of everybody by broadcasting war and death and all of this stuff. They need you to get engrossed and wrapped and entangled. But it's not that you don't have any feelings, but these people, you have no attachments to these people. They don't know. They're not source connected. They're machines. You don't have any feelings because what? You have no contract, no connection, no nothing. They don't feel. You are free of these people who don't feel. They can no longer feel. They have cut themselves off from life. They don't feel anything except glee at our suffering, and you're being freed of that. The machines are getting sucked down. You are being freed from those people who can no longer feel. Because they're no longer human. They're just energy harvesters. And you survived. You could have survived a sex addiction. A side hustle. Being siphoned. They could have programmed you with a sex addiction and driven you. That's what they do. There's legal matters. For these people, for the trickster illusionist, keeping you trapped in this rounded round of suffering. You are free from the jackass that has no care for you. Yes, you're a love child. Twin flame. Twin flames might have a love child. You might be getting a proposal. And somebody who didn't want strings with you is under pressure. They're trying to get a romance by sweet talking somebody. Yeah, they want to cast the illusion that there is a relationship. Somebody in the unseen stated that all it takes is a verbal exchange in order to transfer stuff. I don't know how that works, but I overheard somebody saying it, so I'm sharing it. Careful who you're entertaining with your conversation right now. Excuse me. So the Two of Cups, soulmate, partnership, surviving, and that counts. We've got sex addiction, judgment. So those sex addicts who were spinning fantasies, Seven of Cups, delusions in the minds, because they were having sex with people and they were downloading or uploading or their attachments, their low vibing attachments. They're under judgment for this. Spinning fantasies of love when it was just harvest, and downloading of these worms, these parasites, these things that drive the mind and the life of people. Crazy psycho. Yeah, so crazy psycho is out here like, look, your confidence could be your confidence is bringing a pause to the crazy psycho. Yeah, they're under judgment with this sex addict fantasy, this, the illusion. You got women running around on TV with these perfect bodies that are like genetically modified or whatever to be like, bras and panties and all this stuff. It's in your face, man. People are being driven into this mindset. Somebody's in regret over your Six of Wands victory. You might have public recognition. People recognize life is absurd. You're laughing a little bit. You're getting readings, and there's justice here. Justice is happening on the absurdity of what these people have been doing. Truth, fairness, and equality. We got people out there who are saying that to tell this story is the way to get ourselves locked up and all that and good stuff. Yeah, well, all I can say is that I survived over 20 years of these people trying to drive me and get me institutionalized by messing with my mind. And since I survived and I am sane, perfectly sane, perfectly capable of taking care of myself, and I have no debt, it's time to speak out loud. Fighting this thing for 22 years by yourself silently when the world tries to tell you that it's not happening to you. That's weird, man. Why would somebody want to get in here and start to project that I'm disliking anybody at all? I'm telling a story and they're trying to spin a story in my comments. That's strange, man. Alrighty then, so we've done the research, and you stopped comparing yourself to the shady maskwear. It's a phony baloney illusion, man. Plump lips, fake breasts, fake BBLs, you know, perfect hourglass figures, perfect hair, perfect houses. It's an illusion. It's a tricksy phoner illusion to trap everybody into thinking that they must be this way in order to exist. But anybody who turns that stuff off already knows that they're in alignment with the soul and what they got going on anyway. They're going to be held accountable for the disharmony that they have brought to union with their stupid fantasies and sex addictions. They're under judgment for this harvesting and ensnarement. Page of Wands is here. Confident new journey, letting it go. Shocking news. Somebody's not getting married. Rewards and balance. You're not married. Shocking news, you're not married. The rewards are all yours for the Temperance Angel. You're letting it go. Shocking news, you're not married. You did it all by yourself. You did it all by yourself. These people will be held accountable for holding everybody back and let. 10 of Wands, burden, you touch the grass, go outside, the internet will survive. There's a jackass here. Somebody's feeling like a jackass. Disempowered. They're losing their power. They're losing their gifts. They wasted their talent. The jackass is being disempowered because you stayed balanced during a heavy burden. They're losing their gifts. Because you were able to stay balanced during this thing, and then they couldn't get your loose or something, I guess. You let all this stuff go. You're the star, the Empress, you're rejuvenated. And you set boundaries. God is fed up. God is fed up. They're never going to take anything from you again, Empress. They will never take anything from you again. They will not curse your land, your business, your life. They will not take anything from you again. They will try, and they will not survive. I keep telling everybody this, and yet the jackasses keep coming forward. What can I do, man? Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. The star has the energy necessary for the planet. The star being here on the planet ensures that life will continue. And you've got psychotic sex addicts harvesting the energy out of everybody. These robotic pieces of crap, man. That they'd have no source connection. They're stolen people's spiritual identities. They're out there acting as though they can lead you properly. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have bound themselves with the machine. They bound themselves to a machine. They have no ability to feel for anybody. They can't feel love. The only thing they feel is a need to have sex and harvest energy. They got to stay alive. They got to stay alive. They got to stay alive. they're losing the opportunity to siphon us. You see that? Plug in. Plug in. Some of these fellows have been alive for thousands of years doing this thing. Some of them have even stated that sex is overrated. The only reason to do it is if you're procreating. If you need a new body at some stage, you got to create one, right? You need somebody willing to carry that for you. So you've got an organic machine pretending to be a living organism. They're not able to produce their own energy. They have to siphon it. Woo! I haven't seen that before. Thank you. So there's departure. Yeah. There's no feelings. There's no connection. And you're free and you're leaving. The High Priestess is battle ready regarding this inheritance. She's like, Machine, I do not think you're going to take anything, darling. No. Not today. Disconnection from a life of luxury due to their immaturity. They're not responsible. They don't create the wealth that's necessary for a life of luxury. All they do is they go have a lot of sex and drain everybody's freaking wealth out of their rainbow covenant, out of their heart. So the innocent ones are being reconciled. There's no more competition. It was never a competition anyway. It was an outright attack against organic, sun-filled living beings by these, they're like organic machines. They're out there speaking like they know, but they're machines, and they get their information from what, Grok or something? But Grok gets their information from where? From the celestial upper dimensional spaces and places that they should not have had access to. They gained information from and then twisted. Gained the energy and then used magic because they don't have access to creation. They don't. They don't have intimate union with the all that is. All they can do is siphon it like an energy source, and then they can't partner with it and create with it. They need it to stay alive. They're a organic robot. They fused metal, which is graphene, to flesh, and they created themselves this thing. Their body. Two of Cups, soulmate partnerships, surviving. The sex addicts creating fantasy in this world are under judgment. They're getting blocked AF. Blocked AF. You got to be able to control your senses. If there's no self-control, then that means any old jackass can come along and have at it. So we've got Knight of Wands is very confident, and we've got set in a pause. Set in a pause. Crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. Knight of Wands, your confidence is bringing a pause to the crazy psycho. The crazy psycho, mask wearer, and is mask wearing whatever, this manipulative shit. You deserve better. You gave them everything, and you deserve better. This crazy psycho you deserve better. This crazy psycho might be a woman, because I heard last night, you're a woman? So whoever this crazy psycho is could be a woman posing as a man. You deserve better. They stole your identity. They took everything from you. Love was unreturned. You deserve better. You're coming out of this darkness. Yeah. Those who were, these sex addicts who have just been draining everybody of their golden light vitality, sucking the light and the life out of them. Yeah, you're not giving them any more. No more. No the fuck not, Mr. Robot. They don't have any intelligence. They have no business here guiding those celestial people. They suck the light and life out of them, and then they go to their little Google and they start speaking script through the little worms in the backs of their heads. You deserve better than having these people suck the light and the life out of you and then tell you that you don't know how to live. Five of Cups, disappointment and regret. You've got victory here. There's a triumph. It's a the whole community can see. Like you've got, it's public recognition. People might be getting readings on you. You might be getting readings. It's absurd. What's going on here is absolutely absurd. These people that are always coming, there's justice being served here. Why? Because you got stalkers, man. Trying to get back on your energy. The law is coming down on anybody who tries to get back on your energy. They're stalking you. You got these freaking boogeymen. Look, you got these shadow creatures hanging over your head. They're going to be in trouble. Yeah, there's justice is happening for this. Always delivering the shadow creature, the shadow man. Always delivering a, look, they're never actually there. They're not there. Look, they're just in the background. These shadowy energy creatures coming in, what, to give you a dream lover, wait for you to go to sleep so they can take your fucking energy out of you. The Hermit is here. You've done your research. You're not comparing yourself to shady mask wearing fools. They're going to be held accountable for the disharmony when it comes to love. Nobody gives a shit about how many goddamn people you can shag. And excuse me, I'm sorry, God, but that's sick. It's a fantasy. They're getting blocked AF. Nobody gives a crap how many times a day you can get it up and get it off, man. Fuck. Okay? Projecting the trauma of these devil attachments and these evil ways onto good people so that they are seen as foul. You let it go. You're not dealing with them. You probably haven't mixed energy with anybody for a long time. You did it all by yourself. You're very confident. You're entering a new journey. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Not everything deserves your attention. Shocking news is you're not married or somebody's not getting married. You did it all by yourself. You brought balance. You're a temperance angel, and you're coming into the Nine of Cups reward. Yeah. We got never really over. You're coming into a Nine of Cups reward because these people keep trying to get in your energy. Ten of Wands, too many tasks. You go outside, you touch the grass. You're like, hey, if somebody's feeling like a jackass, they're disempowered. They're in regret for playing with your emotions and for not telling you they love you. Jackass is being disempowered. He's lost you. Too bad. The Star, the Empress, is rejuvenated. Set boundaries there. God is fed up with what these people have been doing with the healers of the world. Their energy is absolutely necessary to ensure that life here on ground level survives. And you got this nasty ass sex addict, all these men, these worms out there raping, pillaging, fucking, telling everybody how they need to be, but they don't have any clue how to be because they're not alive. They're feeding on the living. They're taking their life force from them to keep their own self alive and in a status of authority, spending your wealth while you punch in 9 to 5 and give them your energy, your service, your effort, your labor, your light, your life. While they take, what, 35, 40% of your wages every payday in taxes to fuel their existence. Free paychecks for those machines misleading the celestial beings. So the Star, the Empress, set boundaries, God is fed up, and the Star again. Peace, there's a renewal of peace. Because these people were only using you when it was convenient. So there's a rejuvenation, a healing. You're being blessed because they left you alone and messed with your mind so much. There's a celebration here. There's no more overthinking about missing you. Yeah. There's no more overthinking about missing you. It's block and bless. Block and bless. Block and bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Block and bless. It's closure. Queen of Wands is very confident. Everything will be okay. Trying again. Failure is part of the map. You're very faithful and source connected. You might be praying. And praying doesn't have to look like it looks like for everybody else. Your connection with the golden light body that keeps you alive, that fills you and surrounds you, is your own personal light communication. You get your messaging personally. The truth hurts. Reality check. High Priestess is battle ready when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles inheritance. These robots, these machines, they're organic machines. They're AI, and they're broadcasting from their newsroom into your living room, and they want to drum up your emotional body. They need you to be in their storm. They need your energy destabilized. They can't siphon you unless you're suffering. If you're vibing too high, they can't get in there. It's a storm. And it's absurd. And you're surviving. And that's what counts. You're going to survive. Everything is going to be okay. Not perfect, but it'll be okay. Failure is part of the map. It doesn't have to be perfect. Limitless potential is in imperfection. You cannot have limitless potential without it. These people are out there trying to make things so perfect, and that is so obviously not. It's not limitless potential. It's people picking and saying, this is what it looks like to be a successful little angel. Well, I'm sorry. No, it isn't. There's no, there isn't. If you can't see limitless potential in what stands before you, then you're looking at a mask. You're being freed from these people who don't have any feelings. Maybe you don't have any feelings for them. God may have like, cut the cord, set the boundaries. Fed up, fed up, fed up. Because they only used the star when it was convenient, when they needed to get a charge. There's a departure. Dreaming of you. You might be connected to somebody, High Priestess. Real eyes see the real lies. You're seeing clearly. The illusion has cracked. So you are free of the memories of this jackass. Your soul has came back online. And you deserve better. They were feeding on you. Everything. They were taking everything from you. These freaking psycho or robotic fused organic, whatever the fuck, I don't know what they did to themselves, man, but they're not alive. They gotta plug their charging unit in and suck the light out of somebody who is alive. They had us stuck in a cycle where we were alone and ignored, gaslighting us, twisting the truth about us. And they've now burned the bridge. Because rather than collaborate with us, they used and then discarded us. They were depleting the light in us. They were draining us of every ounce of light that we had within us, and then throwing us, recycling our personality, throwing us into the fire. They would drain us of our life force, kill us basically, suck the life out of us until we died, and then we'd have to come back through the womb. They were hoping we would stop doing that we would stay in the underworld that they kept us in, but you kept freaking glowing up. Because you're a celestial being, and God is fed up. It's done. These people, these robotic feeders, have nothing to offer the world except depletion. And they require so much water just to live, to operate their freaking AI computer system, that they're depleting the living waters required to support the living here. And that's not acceptable. Dudes, you're gonna have to go back to Mars. Some fucking shit. Where you don't need water, and you go somewhere else, man. It's not our problem. It's not our problem. Side hustling, bullshit artistry. Freaking feeders, needless feeders. They don't have any wisdom to offer anybody. They're just here feeding. Creating a damn storm for the organic life. Two of Cups. Soulmate partnership is surviving. The sex addicts bringing fantasy to the world are blocked AF, and they are under judgment. You are protected from those people who kept you separated from your person in past lives. These needless feeders. Yep. Your confidence is bringing a pause to this crazy psycho, mask wearer, this manipulator. They drained every ounce of soul, every ounce of light out of your covenant. And you deserve better. You're being empowered. You're getting your energy back. Self-care. You did the work yourself. You didn't have a husband or a wife. You were out here being depleted by hundreds of these fucking machines pretending to be organic. You had to rewrite your mind so that you could freaking get out of this stupid mess. They're in regret. They're sad. You got a victory here. Public recognition. Getting readings on you. It's absurd. It's freaking absurd, man. You got a stalker watching your socials. And there's justice. Justice is happening for these people, always leaving you in pain, always coming back with false hope so they could drain you, plug in and drain you again. Justice is here. The lion is bringing the justice. The sun, the celestial ones are here bringing justice. This is the daughter of the lion. Transformed, metamorphosed. The hermit is here. You're not comparing yourself. No shady mask wearing, phony baloney. They're going to be held accountable for the disharmony in relationship, in union. Transferring their trauma and their sin and their karmic debt upon the women. The caretaker. The caretaker, they kept transferring. They were using, she's the intercessor. Well, guess what? She's not the intercessor. She was never the intercessor. The person that was here to guide you and counsel you was not here to die for your sin. None of the celestial children or women or men were your intercessor. You're just a downright red rumming, soul harvesting, fucking pirate of the universe. A dead man. A jackass. Psycho. We're letting you go. Letting you go. Letting you go. No more connection to our mental, our celestial wisdom. You're getting cut out. Mr. AI, you're no longer going to have access to the sacred wisdom. You did it all by yourself. You came into balance and you're getting your reward. It was never really over. It was just an imagination. These people thought it, look, it's never really over. They're getting cut out of your imagination. It was never really over. Imagination. It was an imagination. They thought that it was never going to end. They thought that they were going to siphon you forever. Now they're in a 10 of Wands burden because you touch the grass. You are united with the energy of the planet. This planet is your partner. The planet doesn't live without the presence of the stars, the healers, the energy producers, the celestials. The sun is in the sky, but the sun and the soul is also walking among the soil. In temples, some of us move on 2 feet and some of us stand as trees. It's crazy to me. God said that the sun shall never show for them anymore, and I guess that means that we're not going to be walking among them anymore. They're in regret. Blocking your messages. You've spoken up. They're in regret for blocking your messages. They're in regret for trying to silence you. The Star, the Empress, set boundaries, fed up. The Star, and used only when convenient. Fed up with the Star only, look, in isolation. Used only when convenient. God is fed up with that. You got these fucking robots out there, perfect bodies, perfect boobs, gorgeous. She can fuck real well, but she's a fucking organic nanobot, whatever the hell, robot. Siphoning the energy out of the celestial suns and souls. It's sickening. While they're left alone in isolation, they can do whatever they want. They call us commoners and peasants because they've stolen our gold. You were able to rewrite your mind. And you're letting it go. 3 of Cups. No more overthinking with this I miss you crap. Block and bless. Block and bless. We're not going to live through trauma of betrayal that happened 20 years ago. Are you kidding me? These people have been reliving memories in our minds and fucking with our emotional body, with their technology, and keeping us trapped in this misery. Block and bless. You were alone. Whoever was supposed to be married to you, what? They didn't help you? They siphoned you? They did everything they could to destroy you? You merged your energy with the Mother Earth? You became one with the Mother? Who filled you with her light. And now these ones are getting blocked and blessed. They will never, ever, ever. God said the sun shall never show for them again. You're not going to sit here and shine your light for these people. They're not people. They gave up their status as humans. They look like us, but they're not. They're very cruel, evil. And they're on your television telling you what you should believe in and be all messed up in the head about right now. Stripping your peace, your loose energy. So the Queen of Wands is very confident, knowing everything will be okay. And it's not going to be perfect. It never is. It can't be. If it were, then we would not be in a place of limitless potential, which would definitely be a big, big sign that we're in a fantasy. We're going to try again. Failure is part of the map. You're connected to source. The truth hurts. We can see what's going on. We're going through a reality check right now, and you are protected. The High Priestess is battle ready regarding this 10 of Pentacles inheritance. We got these nanobots that have fused themselves with graphene. It's like a living metal. They don't have any feelings. They don't have any soprano celestial intelligence, universal wisdom, other than what they can harvest out of the intellectual property of an actual being who does have that connection. You are free of that. Moving on, letting them go. There is a departure here. You might be dreaming of somebody. The illusion cracked. Dream lover. The illusion cracked. Memory. So there could have been like an implanted memory of some dream lover that you were always expecting to show up that never showed up. The secret garden. Knowledge. Leave him. Yes, because you were a child sacrificed to the shadow. They sacrificed you to the shadow. High Priestess. You're leaving. Getting the hell out of here. The sleeping spell was fleeting. Things are falling apart for this magician because of your strength. And those people who kept shattering the heart of the powerful love of a high priestess, sacrificing her over and over and over again. And God said, she died for your sins unnecessarily. Thousands of times over many thousands of years. And now all of those sins, they belong to them. They thought that they were getting free tickets out of hell. But now they got to go pay that debt. They tortured their intercessors to death unnecessarily. They attacked the teachers at the gate. Stole their honor. And then stuck those little robots up there instead, wearing the spiritual identity while the flesh was here as a peasant, a commoner, a prostitute, or whatever the fuck, a battery, so that a jackass could come in and plug in and download your energy. Your love is laying to rest the devils wearing angels' robes, the fake apples, the copycats in the community. The community may be feeling joy because you're getting rid of the happiness haters, maybe because they see the truth, and there is forgiveness here, a re-embrace or an embrace within the Rainbow Covenant. You might be inspiring people with what you have done with this patient alignment and healing. Appreciation for what you do has these people uneasy. You bring abundance and balance. Your source connected. You're not out here messing with anybody. The Temperance Angel is setting boundaries, about ready to make a move. Thank you, Monique. So, Two of Cups, you're surviving. The sex addicts are being blocked AF and they're under judgment for the fantasy that they have had everybody in. You are protected from those people of past lives. From the sacred shadows. The sacred shadows are protecting you from those people of past lives. They're under judgment for the fantasy. Yeah, you got spirit signaling you, paying attention to the nudges. You got the thread of gold. So you got the thread of gold, spirit, sacred shadows, all of that protecting you right now. You are connected. Wow. Woo! Your confidence is bringing a stop, a pause to this psycho, fake nice. They speak in a certain way and they have a certain speech pattern, and they feel that if you don't talk like them or sound like them, that you're this whack job. You're emotional. You're emotional. Well, of course I'm emotional. I'm alive, you freaking robot. I'm not flatline. I'm not monotone hypnotist freaking casting word spells through the minds of people. I have a life. I sing a soul song. It's a vibrant song. And it's a little absurd after all the shit you guys have been doing. I don't care how you feel about it, dead man psycho. Dead man psycho. I just don't care how you feel about it. We gave you our all. You took practically every freaking ounce of energy from us. Thousands of times we have died because you took the life force out of us, man. Eternal beings. You forced into the death trap over and over and over again so that you could pretend that you're still alive. It's so fucked up. The ghost of you. You gave them everything and you deserve better. You rewrote your mind. You got your light back on, and God is here saying, that's enough. Delivering justice. So they're in disappointment and regret over your public recognition and victory. They're getting readings. Life is absurd. It's like all you can do is just laugh about it. They're trying to drum up your emotions. They need low vibrational panic energy. So they're trying to manufacture storylines into your home and these chaos in the street. They want you to be upset. They need you to give them the loosh. They didn't get the energy. Some of these people did not get the energy. They're in trouble. They owe debt to whoever they made an agreement with to become a leader. God is here. He's like, the celestial sons and souls are mine. And the sun shall never show for these battery operated freaking organic robots. And again, fucking losers. All right. So you are allowed to change. You are the phoenix. Whoever this person is, they're not coming. I don't know who they're waiting for, but they're not coming. They're hoping, though. You're allowed to change. You are the phoenix. The sun is here. Number 44. Well, these people, you know, they had specific levels that they were graduating up through while they were holding back the High Priestess over and over and over again. This person has earned initiate reward over and over and over again, made it through an impossible challenge. These people will never compare. Never. And they like to call themselves men. And the women in these women bodies or whatever, those are also men. They're male principalities. Gender hopping, body hopping, whatever the hell, they don't care. You're the star, you're setting boundaries. You're the empress. God is fed up with these people, the way they've been treating you, the way they've been treating every sun and star. Somebody's burden because you touched the grass. You have merged and been imbued by the planetary mother's energy. It is your symbiosis and connection which permits life to exist in this space. Your exhale brings life to the tree, and the tree's exhale brings life to you. It's perfect symbiosis. These entities that have been feeding on the energy do not offer anything to symbiosis. They don't create, they don't produce, they don't share. They consume. And then they demand that they must lead you and guide you and control you. Except you're speaking up and you're not lost in the dark, and you are being rewoven because you are recognized, identified. The star, the empress, setting boundaries. God is fed up. And yeah, he's fed up with everybody leaving the star in isolation and just plugging in when it's convenient. Oh, we just need to come in and get a little energy. Laying all their shit on you. Yeah, you're getting pulled. You're getting magnetic pull. You're getting yanked out of here. I saw some time ago a woman in the astral angelic had a Brussels sprouts stalk, and it was on a table, and she pulled one of the Brussels sprouts off the stalk and set it on the table, and it stayed. And then she pulled another one off of the stalk, set it on the table, and it went boop, and went back. So some people are being magnetically drawn off the planet. Whatever that means to you, we got a celebration. You're no longer going to be overthinking. This overthinking, this constant stream of thought about not being good enough, somebody leaving, oh, I did an embarrassing thing, oh, everybody humiliated me, oh, I'm alone, oh, nobody wants me, I'm not worthy, nobody sees me as wife material, whatever the fuck, man. Block and bless, it don't matter. What matters is that you're connected to source. What matters is that life exists because you do, and nobody needs to approve, man. Fuck. Son of a bitch. They left you stranded. You were imbued by the Mother Earth. You are one with the all that is, that supports life. There is a door of no return here. Awakening light. I don't know what timeline or dimension or year you're going to, but your energy is absolutely necessary, and you will not be depleted and destroyed by these entities pretending to be alive. You're too valuable. Absolutely necessary. There's no comparison. With you and these crazy locos who are pretending that the energy they siphoned off of you happens to be theirs. No. They're out here trying to tell you what you need to do with your life and then criticize you because you're a bad person. Well, come on, man. You're out here, what? I don't think you're out there finding others in the world to tell them what a bad person they are for being the gold that they want to be, but can't be. Queen of Wands is confident, and the limitless potential lies in imperfection. She's fully aware of it, and that's why it's easy to be happy. Failure is part of the map of success, and you're trying again. You're source connected, you're praying, you're intimately in connection. The truth hurts. People are undergoing a reality check. You've got your armor up. You say it doesn't matter, but part of you is still bleeding. Somebody's bottle has spilled. Whatever bottle of freaking sin they had you trapped in, it's all spilled. High Priestess is battle ready regarding the inheritance. Regarding the wealth. Everything is weird. Nobody knows what they're doing. These AI machines are going to power down. You don't care. They don't have any feelings. You are being freed of them. They will no longer use you as a battery. This is the end of their relationship with batteries. There's a departure here. This fantasy is seen clearly now. The history of it. You've brought knowledge about the secret garden here. You've brought knowledge about this jackass, the magic, the siphoning, the replacement apples, the devils, copycat, whatever the hell. You've revealed it all. And justice is being served in the celestial kingdom of the sun, the lion. Could be drifting between realms, letting go of the map. You're meant to float for now. You're letting go of the map. You're leaving. The sun shall never shine for these people or show for these people. These animated, organic, nano operated whatever the hell, okay, pretending to be human. They're losing the light of the celestials. There will be a vanishing point. There will be no more battery available for them to draw energy off of. The energies of the trees, of the plants, of everything is coming with us. For they are our family. And there's the return. The light keepers silently bloomed when they had you buried. You're returning, and there will be a reunion between you and wherever it is you came from. We're in a sacred pause. You had to come down here and find out what the hell was going on, because in the celestial realm, everything was getting consumed. So you had to find out everything that you could about this. It seems to me that they kicked the High Priestess out, the Empress Star. And then tried to deplete the soul. And they've been doing it for many thousands of years to all of the children of the Celestials. That's going to stop now. We've learned everything that we need to learn, and it will be brought to an end. The mother is the friend. The star, the mother brings life, man. And these masculines that have been pretending to be whatever you think they are have been draining the life out. But she deserves better than what this psycho gave, because she's the Empress, Star, Healer, High Priestess. And you know, these fellas out there that don't think the mother belongs in heaven, you don't have to worry about it, you little jackasses. You're not invited into the mother's house. Wherever you're going to be, it is not going to be in the golden house of the mother. You can be certain of it. You're losing your ability to manifest, because it was our energy that you were using to do it with. We're ascending. Two of Cups, you're surviving, and we're ascending. You're being promoted. Your rank has increased. You deserve better. You were able to rewrite your organic mind and move beyond the mind fuckery of this psycho, and you're getting rid of it. Look, man. You had to rewrite your mind. Whatever you did needs to be studied. You came back online. You're going to get some finances. Maybe you're going to get paid. Maybe this will be your business. Maybe you can help people rewrite their mind. Let it go. It might be, this might be what you're teaching in this new cycle. A business. To help people move through these kinds of challenges, maybe. You may not think it's anything special, because it might have, you know, some people have skills and to them it just comes naturally. So, but other people, like this jackass here, they don't have those skills. So to them it's very, very hard. and then they're very, very angry. So you might not think anything of it, and you're wondering, like, why the fuck are they being so mean, man? But it's because to them, they can't do what you're doing. It's something that you see comes so easily to you, and it messes up their head. We're breaking up with the psycho. Separation and end. Yeah. Your farm is not your fate. We got single, independent, alone. You're allowed to change. Apple. The apple has gained wisdom through death. Birth and death, birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. How are these people doing it? What are their mindset? What is their goal? How are they going about it? How did you combat it? What were you able to? All this stuff. You had to find it all out on your own. On your own, Empress Star. Somebody's running away. Shady maskers are being held accountable for the disharmony they brought to union, to domestic union, and to families by downloading their trauma and their attachments and their foul personalities into their lovers, into the caretaker of this garden. The one who has the energy that is absolutely necessary to ensure that life exists. These people, this jackass, had been downloading all of the nastiness, their murder, their theft, their foul dead man energy, their death energy, into this person. They were using the life that was meant to bring life to sustain their own fucking dead. They're dead. They're literally dead. They separated themselves from the life of the sun, and now that they're outside of it, they have to drain it. They have to pull it in because they can't come through the womb again. They separated themselves. The only way that they can even get into the celestial realms and pretend that they belong is by busting the heart open of a spiritual identity and coming in as it. Casting illusions. We've got a miracle here. Magical illusions. So this jackass is being disempowered because they've been bringing 10 of Wands burdens to everybody. Prematurely transitioning people with their own fucking death energy because they're dead. But you stayed grounded. You went outside, you connected to the mother. These people, man, they're in regret for playing with your emotions and for holding you back. You were here to speak up, to help guide people, to tell them that you love them. And they're in regret now because you're speaking up now. And you're being rewoven into the void. They did not want your celestial guidance or wisdom. They just wanted to feed on the apples. They wanted to feed on the apples, and now they got law. The law is here. The law of the celestials of the universe is here. Cosmic law is being enacted right now. These psychos who decided to merge themselves with AI tech are going away. Or we're going away. There's a separation happening. And you're very firm and decisive about it. Well, you know, anybody wants to get on here and actually listen long enough to have something foul to say, obviously you want to listen to this stuff. Otherwise, you would have something else going on in your life that was far more pleasurable. You have done your investigation. It is complete. You have discovered what it is you need to discover about these nasty asses playing with your mind. Queen of Wands is very confident that everything will be okay. She's trying again. Failure is part of the map. We have discovered a whole lot about this AI dead man coming alive shit. So we got source connection and we've got celestial wisdom guiding us. It's a silent communication that these nasty asses who operate in the AI, whatever the hell, they don't have solar light body communication. They cannot know what the celestial guidance is, even if they consume a soul. They will never know. The truth hurts. You are protected. You got your instinct is up. High Priestess battle ready about the Ten of Pentacles inheritance. These robots running around, broadcasting themselves on the news, have merged with the AI system. They have no feelings. They have no capacity to feel. They have no ability to generate golden energy, to create anything, or to share anything. All they can do is do and then collect your tax money and tell you to do what they want you to do. These are animals. They probably merged themselves with some kind of an animal. Hybrid, whatever the hell. They thought that they were going to be better than the organics if they just went AI and then started modifying themselves with various genetic sequences or whatever. You know what they've been doing, and you have knowledge of what they've been doing in the secret garden. In the history, and the illusion is cracked regarding their mind fuckery. You've solved the puzzle. You solved the puzzle. The universal wisdom and counselors are here now. I'm sure, celestial supreme justices are here now. Every freaking body's here now. And the truth is seen about what they've been doing. They've been turning the carnations, the flowers of the gods, the daughters, the sons, the souls, the caretaker, the carnations, the flowers of the gods, and turning them into a rose. The rose brings balance between the freaking masculine and feminine. So long ago, it seems to me that we had masculine protectors, and they did not like us. They decided to go this route. Like the feminines wanted the path of suffering. They wanted to do the work that they were here to do as stars, as empresses, as high priestesses. They wanted to bring the celestial knowledge and wisdom and then heal the planet with it, and then, guide and care for families. But then the partners, the masculines of this divine feminine caretaker, decided that they wanted to merge with the AI. They took the easy street, and that's what I heard somebody telling him the other day. She chose the path of suffering. He chose the path of the easy way, and she succeeded where he failed. And now he's all upset, wanting to unalive her because, oh God, I need that position. It has to be me. It has to be me. Oh no, jackass. It doesn't. You didn't do the work. All you are is a mean son of a bitch, and you're not even alive. We got law matters. Scales are being balanced. You're a mean, dead son of a bitch. You're going to have a second death. You're going to have to get used to the idea, because there's no more opportunity for you to sleep with people and then sacrifice them. Because the roses are about ready to meet their person. And the snake is going to be in eternal regret. You have found the key people, the core of the problem in history. All of your lives, all of your deaths, everybody who killed you, everybody who suffered you, everybody who betrayed you, all that shit, and all of their names and identities are seen. We've got divine timing and silence. They're being silenced. This is the AI worm in the back of the head, is how Spirit said it. These graphene, nanotech, whatever the hell, I don't know. They merged flesh and metal, some weird shit, okay? You found the hidden truth about the bondage of the hidden treasure. And now there's a cool down, a pause, and them treating you like bedroom trash, harvesting you with their sexual addictions. These are pimps and rapists. Universal. This is how they charge themselves up and pretend that they are alive. Divine intervention is here. On the over and back rule, they cross the half court line. They've been going to the shadows and KILing people, and drinking their blood, eating their flesh, and then coming up into the celestial space as that identity, pretending that they're a fucking angel. So now we have hope. There's understanding and reconciliation. There's understanding of these people and what they've been doing, sacrificing the carnations and turning them into roses to balance out their own dead existence. They have no energy. So you're committed to change, you're committed to evolution, you're committed to transformation, and this person is committed to protecting you. Those who left you standing at the dock, those who stole your Merkaba, your celestial ship, will have their light go out. There's communications regarding the history and photographic evidence of the lies of the past. These shadowy characters doing their crazy ass shit. And you're getting a new beginning. Because these third-party enemies are addicted. They're addicts, drug addicts. They're toxic, irresponsible, without feeling. They don't care. They can pretend that they do. They know your emotions. They've hurt you enough. They know what it looks like when you're suffering greatly, and they can act really well. Just watch a fucking movie. They're experts at it, and they've been doing it for lifetimes. Excuse my language. I want to go ahead and shut this one off. I hope that this brings clarity of something that you already intuitively knew. I hope you guys have been being nice to each other. I haven't been paying much attention. You know. So, man, are you having a problem? You're here to laugh. Well, it is a little ridiculous. Now, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful night. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, look at that. We got 111 people in the... Woo, that's nice. New beginnings. New beginnings. Take care, everybody. See you later.